What's up, world? This is the big homie Ant Brown, and we kicking it with Ron Moon, the Real-Izm TV.
Salute, salute, I salute, Ant Brown. Salute, 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 I salute. This for every nigga locked up doing a bid right now.
All right, now what can I say about this man right here who's seated across from me? By far, he has got to be one of the youngest veterans that the city has to offer. Been doing his thing since the age of 12. He's reinvented himself over the years. You know, when I first met him and seeing him now, it's like night and day, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But without further delay, man, you got Mr. Ant Brown here. Mr. Westside Cedar Grove. Mr. Gutter.
All that.
Oh, real stay real now.
All that. All that.
Man, what's good with you, bro?
Just chilling, just trying to make it, trying to get to 1 million.
I see. Hey, you just, based on what I'm seeing, it seems like you're already halfway there.
Shit, I ain't halfway though. We on our way. We on our way. Believe that. We on our way.
Yeah.
Whole lot of sleep this night, but we on our way.
Yeah. I bet, man. Before we get to the real stay real, man, I just want to make sure we cover all the bases because, this ain't no regular interview, man. We just having a conversation right here, man, because fuck it, man, we know each other, man. I've been dealing with you since, 09, man, so we ain't no strangers to each other. But let the people know, man, what neighborhood you representing, man.
Oh, man, Cedar Grove, West Side, East Side, and the Valley. You know what I'm saying? It's at Cedar Grove.
Okay.
And I walk through all that. I go anywhere I want to go through Cedar Grove. I love Cedar Grove. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Cedar Grove. It's tatted on my back big as day. You know what I'm saying? Cedar Grove. I live that life. When you hear Ant Brown, that's Cedar Grove music. Straight
up, man. So growing up, man, describe Ant Brown growing up.
Head busting. Wig splitter, all that, like a thief. You know what I'm saying? A crook. A young hustler, a go-getter, a grounder. I always been a pimp, player. I always been chasing the women.
Yeah.
I always been chasing the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always been out here doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I always been that dude, like a savage, young savage. That was me, gutter.
Yeah, Jerome told me the story, man. He said, man, that little dude was bad, man.
See, and I had got a lot of respect what I did back then that I ain't got to do that shit today.
Right.
And a lot of rappers today, they doing shit today when they should have been doing shit back then.
Ain't that some shit, real talk?
The shit asshole backwards because niggas really knocking heads off now.
Right.
Like, ain't no... Niggas knocking heads off right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? In the way you carry yourself as a man.
Right.
You can't be carrying yourself like these little 17-year-old boys out here, man.
That's
you can't
real
be
talk.
doing what they doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they can go to jail, get 20 years and be home, shit, at 30.
That's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? 34.
Right.
They be home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, nigga, we go to jail, we getting out at 60.
That's real talk.
If we get out.
That's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So, I slowed my road, man. A lot of shit.
I feel you, man. Do you ever look back at some of your stuff, like, your rap feuds with people, your street feuds with people? Do you ever look back at some of that stuff and go, God damn, man, it wasn't nothing but God that got me out of that, man?
Well, yeah. I know it was God. And I always had a self-conscious. I do it, but I always think to myself and I always did shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? I never got jammed up in bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And when rappers used to come at me, I always address it. You know what I'm saying? I never went to a man's front door. That's one thing you never do, go to a man's front door. And I never did that.
Right.
And when Shreveport this big,
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Shreveport this big, you're going to see your enemy.
Straight up.
So why not lay back and you're going to see them? So everything I did, I don't regret none of it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody ever had a problem with that, shake my hand right now, call me big dog. Everybody. People I shot. People I done stomped, whoop, knock nigga teeth out. They all shake my hands to this day and call me big dog. What's up, big dog? How? Why? I don't even know.
I feel you, man.
I guess I earned that respect back then. And I carry myself like a man. Every time you see me, I'm by myself.
Right. Right. That's real shit, man. You definitely a loner, man. Shit, game recognized game, so I feel you on that, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, like I said, I'm amazed, man, the transformation, bro.
Oh yeah.
Cause you ain't even the same person, man. Oh, no. You're like a kind of gentler, more positive Ant Brown now, man.
Stay in school.
Nigga stupid, but You know, when I first met you, you were a firecracker, man. You know.
I be telling, it be hard for some people to believe that, man. You know, I be reminiscing sometime, man. Some of them girls be like, man, that ain't true, man. You know, I'm like, yeah, that ain't even me, man. You know, that ain't even me.
Damn it.
They be watching that shit on YouTube, man. Like, man, that ain't even me, man. That ain't, I was like, man, who that was, man?
Hey, man, you remember the first interview we did, man?
Oh yeah.
I ain't repeating none of it, but it's like that's what I'm saying, boy. You had a chip on your shoulder.
But to be real, like,
yeah,
that first interview, that's how I felt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I only speak on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So if I said it, I meant it.
Right.
But now years later, you know what I'm saying? You know, it probably came out wrong.
I got you. But that's how you were feeling at the moment.
That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? If I feel that way tonight, you know, I feel that way tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Brian, I say everybody know me for saying what I feel, and how I feel is what I speak on, you know.
I got you. You know, you ain't got to explain that to me, man. You know, we ain't no strangers to each other.
I just want the world to know, you know
right,
what I'm saying? If
right.
they ever hear my music, they know that I ain't never lied in none of my music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything in my music is all 100 talk. You know
Straight
what I'm saying?
up.
It's all Ant Brown, 100. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And that's what it is.
Right. And I also did the DVD with you back in the day, man.
Oh, yeah,
and,
man.
you know, day in, day out. When I say this guy gave me full access, man, to his life, man. Yeah. Like, he didn't leave no stone unturned, bro.
You know, and a lot of rappers don't do that.
Right. Straight up.
A lot of rappers don't want you to know their life.
Right.
For real. The real life of them. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They don't bring you to their house, and they don't introduce you to their wife and kids, and they don't introduce you to their mama. You know what I'm saying? Because they hide. They mama don't call on their rap name. So, man, you know, it's all, you know. My mama called me Ant Brown, so automatically people in the streets gonna respect that. You know what I'm saying? So these people got names like Whirlwind, and they name fucking Tommy Lee at home. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
Right. Matter of fact, why did you decide to just stick with the government name Ant Brown instead of, you know, picking like young West Side or some shit?
I even on my first CD I ever recorded, you know what I'm saying, I was going by Ant Brown. And I played basketball in school, you know what I'm saying. Y'all probably know her, Keisha Brown. She on Facebook, Keisha Brown. She a cook now too, man. Y'all go see her. But she used to always run around school. Ant Brown laying it down. Ant Brown doing this. Ant Brown laying it down. Ant Brown made this. Ant Brown did hit a 3-pointer, you know. So, shit, I was like, Ant Brown, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else was following that. So, Ant Brown, what it was. And when I dropped my first CD, I stamped it, and it, you know, I made the world believe it.
Okay. So, prior to that, it never really ring in your head, hey, let me just run with it.
Everybody called me Ant Dog, and Lil Ant, and you know, all that shit. You know, I'm Ant Brown, you know what I'm saying? My name is Anthony Brown, you know what I'm saying? Right. So Ant Brown is who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't Ant Dog, I ain't Lil Ant, you know, that ain't me. So I couldn't be no cartoon character name, no Pokemon, no, you know what I'm saying? No, I couldn't be all that.
Right.
I'm Ant Brown.
I got you, boss. And like I said, man, in the beginning, you are one of the youngest veterans in the city because you were doing this at 12 years old.
Yeah, I started early.
You know, you got the porch early.
Yeah, I started. I seen it, and there's a lot of things, you know, a lot of people weren't doing, like repping their hood at the time. Mm-hmm. They were scared to do it, and when I came out, I did it. I stamped it. And my first song was Living in the Grove.
Classic.
And a classic, you know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, I heard somebody on the Cooper Road remade it. They living on the road. and I ain't had no mind frame like, man, these niggas stealing, man. You know, that was a compliment because shit, you know, I ain't know how fast music traveled back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Music really traveled. And music traveled faster than down the light. Almost.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could be getting played wherever around this world and you don't even know it.
Right.
You know, and when I heard that, man, I was like, damn, man, you know how you get out of school, man, hear shit, man, hear my songs, man, that shit, man, it made me feel good, and that what motivated me to keep pushing. Right. You know.
So that was your first interest into music?
Yeah, Living in the Grove. That was the first.
Okay.
First little scream of it.
Now, what made you want to get into rap, though?
Well, back in the day, when I was listening to Sally Hill, though, man, I used to always rap their songs and, you know, just sing along. And I always had the pattern, and I always knew, and I always wrote raps. And like I think I was in the 6th, 7th grade. We had this we formed a clique, Entourage, but we ain't never dropped no music. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never dropped no music. I think Victor Ford and 2 more other guys. You know, we had a clique called Entourage, 318 Entourage.
318 Entourage.
Yeah, and we ain't never dropped nothing, but we was always at school writing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We had pad this damn big full of music, and we hook up and we was at spit it. You know what I'm saying? So, but we ain't never recorded. But when I got to high school, you know, niggas was on different shit, and niggas was really, it was older guys recording for real, and they been doing this.
Right.
You know, so shit, I found the way to get in they little studio, man, and to be real, a lot of cats today would never in their life record this way. We had a microphone, a computer mic, and a computer speaker. You know, the little speaker.
Right.
On a desktop. One on laptop. Man, on a desktop. And we had the speaker microphone like this here. And I was rapping. The music was playing out the speaker. I made my first CD, man, 22 tracks, 22 songs. Like this here, man.
That's how you recorded.
And this how I recorded, man. You know, just rapping like this here, man. I had hits off that CD. And people remember me right now for them songs I had off that CD.
Right. Was that straight Louisiana?
No, they were Living in the Grove.
Living in the Grove. That was your debut CD.
That was the debut CD.
Okay.
The first CD.
Wow.
You know, and I remember Jimmy Ray came to me, he was like, man.
R.I.P. Jimmy Ray.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Ray. He was like, man, Ant, you gonna be great, man. You gonna be one of the ones. I was like, for real? They're like, man, you gonna be one of the ones. Just stick to it. You know, and that's what I did. Just stuck to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, right around that time, was that around the time where you hooked up with Throw Thinking?
Well, after I dropped that CD, I think that was like in 2000, early 2000, something like that. But I think I hooked up with Throw Thinking around 2002.
Okay.
2003.
Okay.
You know.
Now, how'd you come into that fold?
Well, my boy Poke, man. You know Poke. You know,
Big Poke.
That's my favorite rapper in the city, man. I always say that. Poke. You know what I'm saying? Poke, he was one of the coldest dudes at Woodlawn.
Right.
And we used to have a lunch break hike. We used to always freestyle. We used to freestyle at Woodlawn. And I used to freestyle back in the day, you know. I was freestyle king on 1 3.7 you know what I'm saying? But we used to always have a lunch break hike by rapping. We almost got a spell from school for freestyling.
No shit.
No shit. You know, we had the whole lunch break. Everybody eat, hurry up and eat, and rush out of there because they knew what we were finna start doing every day. You know what I'm saying? We had the lunch break hike. And Poe like, man, I'm with this clique, though. Thinking, man, y'all to come through there, man. Shit, man, we used to walk from Garden Valley all the way to goddamn Morningside.
No shit.
Every day, every night.
Over to Pimp's house.
Over to Junior Pimp house just to record.
Yeah.
And we stayed over there to 2, 3 in the morning. And know we still in school.
Wow.
I'm in the 10th grade. 2, 3 in the morning, we hit it back down here and go home. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man.
Every night.
Dedication.
You know? Dedication. You know what I'm saying? That would motivate. It was motivation, too. You know, because when I got my first car, he was like, man, no more ride. I mean, no more walking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, it be so bad, man. I be walking, I see a nigga bite, man, I take nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of walking, man. I ain't walking this far no more, man. I take a nigga bite, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but that made me appreciate a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? When I got my own studio, man, it was like, man, ain't no going back to going to another nigga studio. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it is when you don't have your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know the frustration it can be. You know what I'm saying? So that would motivate me to just keep my own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Lyfe of Ant Brown, Real Estate, Real Stores.
Yeah.
How far along are you with the project?
Well, it's about 90% done.
Okay.
Yeah, all the mix, all the mastering done. But I'm just, I be waiting on, I don't know if any other artists came through and told you, but I be waiting on competition. I don't want to drop my CD when ain't nobody doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I want to drop my CD, whether it's Boosie, whether it's Wayne. I want, when it's hot, you know what I'm saying, when a nigga hot. I want to drop my CD when I feel like it's music being listened to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.
Okay, man.
You know.
Now, Real Estate, Real Stores, you got a projected release date for it when people can look forward to it?
I really want to shoot for March 19th, but everybody telling me to drop it in a date, you know what I'm saying? So I might do it before the new year.
Okay.
If it go past the new year, I'm going to drop it on March 19th. You know, that'd be like a big day for me, you know. Got you.
Because you normally release your CDs around your birthday time, right?
I do that every March 19th. I drop a CD.
Okay.
You know, every March 19th.
Okay. Now, what can we expect from this CD right here, Real Estate, Real Stores?
Man, nothing but real and pure. Wayne Brown being. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put it in, you're going to hear what I've been. You're going to hear what I've been through. You're going to see the outcome of it.
Okay.
You know, you're going to see the whole transformation of who I used to be to who I am now.
Right.
You know, you're gonna see that boy turn to a man. You know what I'm saying? Solo, one man army.
I got you.
You know.
So give us a glimpse into that. What have you been through? You know,
Well,
just
you know,
just some of the things you've been through recently.
Real Stay Real stories, man. I came up with Real Stay Real because everybody in my life, you know what I'm saying, turned fake on me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, friends, family, everybody turned fake. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like I was the only real nigga in my life. So real stay real. Real stay real, man. Real don't change. Real don't change on their people. You know what I'm saying? So with this CD, you're going to hear nothing but realness. You know,
Okay.
nothing but from the intro, you're going to hear real. You're going to hear Ant Brown. You're going to hear Ant Brown. Everything, every 1 through 17, 16, you're going to hear Ant Brown. Ant Brown life. Ant Brown music.
Wow, man. Now, how personal are you getting on this?
Well, I mean, personal. I mean, it's me. I'm the person. It's personal.
Okay, now, what goes into the CD and what doesn't go into the CD?
Man, everything going to CD.
Everything goes into the
Everything.
CD.
That's
okay.
me. And that's what my fans be expecting.
Okay.
You know, because I've been doing it. You know, I've been doing it. And people expect my music.
Right.
And that's my music. You know, personal. Life. Ant Brown, life. Life of Ant Brown.
What's that I saw on Facebook where you said you're going to sell a $50?
Yeah.
A $50 CD?
Life of Ant Brown going for $50.
$50 a CD?
50. A CD, my first 50 copies going for $50, and I say that with my chest out.
I'll be damn.
For
man.
real. And I'm going to be the first one to do it in Shreveport.
There you go, man. But you know what? The first one to do it in Shreveport, but it was also another rapper that did that on Nipsey. There you go.
Man,
I think he sold his for $100.
He sold one. He sold his first mixtape for $100, and then he sold double back and dropped another mixtape for $1,000.
Yeah.
Jay-Z bought 10 of them.
Yeah.
Off the screen.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So if these niggas doing that, $1,000 a CD. Man, hold up. Shit. So somebody introduced me to Nipsey, man, and I've been listening to him, and I heard him say that on his CD. So I went and Googled him, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I Googled him. I want to know for real. Nigga, this nigga sold that for real? And like, I think on one song he said, thanks to Jay-Z for that purchase. So I wanted to see, man, Jay-Z bought $10,000 worth of 10 CDs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, I'm dropping mine for 50. I need 50.
Okay.
And it ain't about the money, man. It ain't, I don't do music, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money, what I'm going to make off. A lot of people like, man, oh, he's just broke. That nigga's just trying to come up. No, it ain't about the money, because I can down there. Everybody know I can drop this CD and get that motherfucker away for free.
Right.
But it says, man, what y'all think of Ant Brown? Y'all love Ant Brown?
Right. How much do you love me?
How much do you love me?
Right. So this ain't going on iTunes at all?
It ain't going on iTunes at all.
Wow, man.
At all.
Wow, bro. You are definitely going against the grain with this one.
It started out in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It started out in the streets. And I really feel, I got a song on my CD. I said, if I was back in Master P days, I would have been had 1 million. And I really feel that because look what I'm doing. Like, if people know me and my lifestyle, look how I hustle.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that did this was Master P.
Right. You got a point, bro.
You know? So, I probably would have hustled him back in the day.
Well.
Shit.
Man,
you
know I fuck with you, bro.
Man, look, I probably would have hustled him back in the day, and man, the hustle so strong, because I would have seen what he was weak at.
Right.
Shit, he couldn't have been doing everything, so like, I ain't doing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody, if they were smart, they'd be looking at my life trying to see where I'm weak at.
Right, I feel you.
You know, but niggas
you're supposed to study your competition.
Man, you're supposed to study, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people don't do that. They just think everything they doing be right. And nigga be wrong like a motherfucker.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And nigga be wondering why they ain't never had... A lot of rappers in this city ain't never had their own shows, headline their own shows.
That's real shit.
Never.
Now, if I had to say something like that, I'm glad Brown sending out me. If I had to say that, boy, it'd be so many niggas on Facebook.
I mean, it's just real. Like, a lot of rappers in this city never headline their own shows.
That's real.
Ain't never had another hot artist from the city open up for them.
That's real. Bro, you ain't gonna get no objection from me, bro. Hey, that's real.
I mean, like, and then they walk around, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that.
Hey, please continue. Hey, please continue.
You know, but that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just real stay real, man. Like,
right.
Real stay real done took over 100 Talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know, this the real stay real.
Hey, this your 100 song, bro. Hey, go.
You know, a lot of people, man, I put a lot of people on, man. I done did a lot for a lot of people, man. And I don't call names and I don't try to, you know what I'm saying, boast or brag about it. Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they don't like it when you do that. when you own up to what you did for people that don't like it.
Right.
But they do it behind closed doors. They call your phone. They asking you for help.
Right.
You know. Oh yeah, we did that.
I got you, bro. Can I get personal with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can get personal with
man,
you.
We can go wherever way you want to go.
Okay, cool. I appreciate that, man. Man, is it true, man? You signed the papers, man?
Oh yeah, man. You know, I'm no longer married. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? I'm single. And you know, that was just an eye opener too. You know.
What topics are off limits?
No topic off.
No topics off limits. So
I give
religion.
straight raw comedy. I don't hold nothing back. Yeah,
Like, I can't believe he said that
Did
shit.
you really just say that? Hey, that's what we here for, bitch. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of like did like the couch to couch car living thing. I thought, you know, the way this thing worked out, man, I dropped this CD, I'm on, man, I can rap.
Right.
So I was like, man, if I just struggle for a little while, I drop this, I'm good.
Right.
And so, like, you know.
You know that shit don't happen in the movies, right?
Yeah, this shit.
Okay.